welcome or welcome back. I know it has been a minute since I've done a makeup video, but I'm back again. So today we're just going to be testing out a bunch of new makeup and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. If I sound a little bit weird, off, whatever, or if I'm sniffling a lot, these allergies are killing me. Like, it's so bad. I got my green tea here. I don't know if it's gonna help, but I got it anyway. So let's get into it. So before we get into the brows, I just wanted to mention this Milani Lip Oil. It's in the shade 130. I picked it up yesterday because I ran out of my Ulta Beauty one. And y'all, this one, I think I like this one better. It's thicker and it's more moisturizing, and my mom agrees that the Ulta Beauty one is a little bit thinner. It just gives a slight little tint. I'm so excited for everything. Like, I don't know where to start, you know? I guess we'll start off with the eyes because we're going to be using a shimmer. So I have the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. This is what she looks like. So cute. Y'all, this eye primer is thick. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's really thick. It feels soft, so maybe it'll dry down. Okay, y'all. So for eyeshadow, I have the Juvia's Place, the Rebel palette in Army. I showed this before. Look at that. I love the colors in this. I've been obsessed with green. We all know this. So I want to try to use all the colors. So I think I'm going to start off with this lighter green all over the lid. And then, yeah, I'll start off with the lighter green. And then I will go in with this darker, and then I'll use both the shimmers. So we'll see. And I finally, while we wait for this to dry a little bit more, I finally cleaned up my makeup brushes. I know y'all are proud of me because I never clean my makeup brushes. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the makeup cleaner that I used. It's by Cinema Secrets, I think that's what it's called. Everybody uses that one. The smell is too strong. I had used almost the whole bottle, like, and that thing was like $20 something, $24, and I'm like, I can't be spending $24, you know, every week, you know. And the smell, it lingers. Like, I cleaned them like 3 days ago, and it lingers and it gets on your hands. And the main thing I'm worried about is like it irritating my skin, you know. Okay, so I think, oh, it did dry down a little bit more. So like I said, I'm going to go in with this lighter green shade, and we're gonna put that all over the lid. Okay, this is gonna be bold. Oh wow. Okay, we're just gonna put that all over the lid. Does that look a little patchy to y'all? Maybe it's the brush. I'm gonna use this Colourpop E17 brush. It's a bit fluffier. Oh yeah, okay. So it was the brush. There's nothing wrong with that brush specifically, but what I was trying to use it for, it wasn't working. So we're just gonna take a little bit in this upper crease right here. So far, I really love this shade. I'm gonna bring it just a tiny bit out here. Okay, so now I'm using that brush from before, the one I didn't like for what I was trying to do. I'm gonna go with that darker shade. Ooh, this almost looks like black. And we're just gonna put that on the outer corner. Just to add a little bit of definition. Yeah, I really love these colors together. Okay, Juvia's Place. Okay. I don't know if you can tell a difference, but I can. I low-key want to get the other quads too because they had more than one color scheme because these are performing really well. I tried a palette before from them. It was like the nudes. It was like 6 pans and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I feel like I like these better. But y'all, look at those. This one is giving, the bottom one's giving smoky and the top one is giving like Christmas tree vibes. I love it. I kind of want to go in with the darker shade first. I said I was going to use both, but I really, after swatching them, because it kind of looks like this one, the one that's like Christmas tree, it looks like it's going to be like a bit darker. Let's see what brush I want to use for this. I think I'm just going to use my Morphe V300 brush to really pack it on. Should I dip and spray? Let's see what it's giving without the spray. So I'm gonna go in with that darker shade because I kind of like this dark smoky look that we have going on. So all right, let's see. I'm scared, and I'm also gonna try it with my finger as well just so we can see. Okay, yeah, you see, I don't know if you can even see it. I feel like spraying would be nice, so we're gonna do that. Milani, make it last. You already know. It's still not as pigmented even after you spray it. Like, it definitely shows up better, but I did want to use my finger so we can see, you know, all three options just in case. But like, the pigmentation is there, you know? Yeah, so it's just supposed to be like a sheen. It's still pretty. Let's go in with the Christmas tree shade to see. See, this one you can see it a lot more. I'm gonna do without spraying my brush and we'll see. I'm just gonna put it right over top. So yeah, this one you can see a lot more. See, this one I feel like you didn't have to spray it. That could just be the color. I feel like you can see it a lot better. So I'm going to go on the other side with the light shimmer and I'm going to spray and we're going to see. I'm going to see what it looks like with my finger before I spray the other eye. It's kind of chunky. It just depends on what you want. Okay, let's see. Your finger is always going to do it. Your finger is always going to serve when it comes to shimmers. That's so pretty. Child, and where am I going? Nowhere. Going downstairs to edit and watch some K-dramas. That's all I'm finna do. And I have on this bold eye. So I'm gonna dip and spray for the other eye. Okay, now I'm looking in the viewfinder. That's why I keep looking down. But I can definitely see a difference now. I don't know where my camera cut off, but this is the side when I just sprayed the brush. And it could be because I had that darker shade under it, but this is very vibrant when I sprayed my brush. So I don't know what the other shade, like why it's not doing it like as good as this, you know? Yeah, it's probably just because like I had that darker shade under, so I'm just gonna top it off. And I do want to keep that contrast between the dark and the light, so I'm not gonna put it all over the lid. So I'm gonna go back in with this just so we can keep that darkness and blend out anything. For mascara, I have the Ulta Beauty Maximum Lashes Defining and Lengthening Mascara. I think I mentioned this before. I'm pretty sure that I already have long, thick eyelashes. So the main thing for me is like lifting them and keeping them curled. That's the main problem that I have, because they like to just go straight down. I'm really excited for the complexion today. I start at the ends. Feels actually thicker than I thought it was going to be. Can you even see, y'all? I can see that it's lengthening. It looks like it's separating a little bit too, which I don't mind because my lashes like to clump together because I have a lot of them. That's what one coat looks like. I don't know if you can tell, honestly. I don't know if it's going to stay up all day because that's, like I said, the main problem that I have. And especially this eye right here, the right one, it's like the lashes are like this. Like they don't want to stay in their own lane, you know? And I love the wand. It's like very flexible. Yo, I forgot I zoomed in the camera, so I'm like showing you, but it's down here. So sorry. I can see the link. This mascara is really nice. I've never seen this at Ulta. They probably have it. I just missed it, you know? Like, I don't know if you can see, but it almost gives separation, but that could just be because my lashes are naturally like overlapping. So when I run something through it, they automatically separate, but I really like the way this looks. I have this Kiss Lash Glue Liner that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use the NYX Epic Ink Liner to do the wing, but this is just for the glue. So I have two pairs of lashes. Didn't know which ones I wanted to use, and I'm not sure if these are going to look good. The first one is Kiss My Lash But Better and Bare Affair. These have a bit of volume to them, which is why I picked them out. That's what those look like. But I also have the AOA Studio Natural Lashes in the style Alexis. I got these off Amazon. That's what these look like. These don't have as much volume, but they're very similar. So I guess I will start off with these, and then if I don't like these, I'll use these, because these two I have not tried. It looks like it's crooked, but it's not. You can definitely see a difference, but I don't know how I feel. So do I like these lashes? Yes. Okay, y'all, so I just took this one off because I'm going to redo it because it's bothering me. So I will do that, and then we will be into the skin because this is taking a little too long. So I'm just going to go with my Milani Make It Last spray. So we're going to let this dry, but I do have a lot of tools to try out. So I have the e.l.f., let me see what it is, the e.l.f. Total Sponge Set, and I did get them damp. But I also have these Anissa beauty brushes. This is what they look like. They look so beautiful. This is the Total Sponge Set. This is what they look like. So you get total face sponge, kind of like the pink ones that I have. And I did get these damp under the water. And then you get kind of like a camo concealer one. I don't know if that's the exact name of it, but that's what you get. And I think this would be perfect for concealer. And then you get this triangle one, a one that I've never had before, like a shape that I've never had. So we'll see. So we have the e.l.f. Suntouchable Woah Glow SPF 30. That's what it looks like. It does have a tint to it. I've been seeing. Girl. I know I'm putting on makeup anyway, but I'm scared. It's a lot more runny than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, we're gonna do one side at a time. It's fine. Maybe it'll blend out. I just don't want a white cast, even though I'm gonna be wearing makeup. Is that a white cast? I don't think so. Ooh, it's runny, but it feels a little bit thicker when you blend it out. Okay, I don't think it leaves a white cast. And we love the extra SPF. And I chose this glowy primer because we're gonna be using, well, it is matte. I think it is a matte foundation. Oh, wow. I might have to use this like every day because that's beautiful. It feels really good and creamy. e.l.f. Why are you popping off? Okay, so first impression, 10 out of 10. We're gonna have to see how it works with the foundation and stuff like that and how it sits on my skin. Feels like very smooth. Like, you know, just when you exfoliate and you put on a moisturizer. Okay, Elle. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is the NYX Bear With Me Blur Tint Foundation. And I have the shade 20 Deep Bronze. You already know it's going to be too dark. But I did finally get the LA Girl foundation mixing pigment. So, but the other one, it looked like it would be too light. I feel like they should have had more shades. Maybe there's more online. The one above this one, it looked like it was going to be a little too light. And I feel like it's easier to lighten a foundation than to darken a foundation. So I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand and we're going to try out these beauty sponges. Now for this one, I'm probably going to use it for concealer because I feel like that'll fit right under the eye area. And then we're going to see what it looks like with a brush and a sponge. And same with the foundation, brush, sponge, another sponge. So we'll see. You see how dark that is? So yeah, we're gonna have to do a little mixing. Is that still too dark? Let me see. Is that dark? Or is it just right? I don't know. It's very warm though. Okay, I think this is too much. Okay, I'm all over the place. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the sponge first, I think, on this side and blend it out. It's very warm. I think I would have went better with a neutral. It looks red. Can't even tell on camera, can you? A little bit of this goes a long way. You can still see a bit of my hyperpigmentation coming through. This sponge is very big. It doesn't feel as bouncy as the Total Face sponge. Maybe that's just me. Does the color look off to y'all? Like, it looks very red. And I'm working in sections. Like, you can tell. Doesn't it look a little bit red? At the same time, though, when I look into the camera, it looks like it matches. It blends very easily. But it looks like it dries down pretty quickly. But you can still see that glow from the e.l.f. product. As you can tell, let me get up closer. You can tell it doesn't have a lot of coverage because I have that mark from my glasses. How do I want to do this? Okay, so for my forehead, we're going to use this sponge. And then for my face, we're going to use the Nyx Beauty brush. That was probably too much, but it's fine. So we're going to use this. I'm so excited for this brush. It was very soft. I was taken aback. Hold on. It felt soft in my hand, but it feels even softer now. I can already tell this is going to get more coverage, but I did use a lot more, so I'll probably build it up on the other side. I just feel like I look better with neutral undertone foundations because this almost looks like it's pulling red on my skin. This does have more coverage, but I can still see some of my hyperpigmentation coming through, and that did it very quickly. Like, I feel like I look red, like very warm red on camera. Is that just me? But in the viewfinder, it looks fine. Like, I feel like you can tell a difference on my forehead. This side is with it, and this side doesn't have it. Like, that's what the foundation looks like. Doesn't it look kind of red? Maybe I'm just tripping. I'm probably like, girl, I used entirely too much. And then I'm gonna use the rest of that to build it up on this side so we could see. Ooh. Okay, wait. I was just so shook I couldn't even speak. I think I like this one more than the one I used on this side. I'm just running it over. Like, this foundation looks really good. Like, I think it matches with the eyes really well. It has coverage, but it's not too light to a point where it's like, that looks weird, you know? I think I really like this combo of the NYX and the e.l.f. because it looks very beautiful. And I'm gonna go over, I think this is my favorite though, the brush, and then it would be this one. But we still have to test out the other one for the under eyes. I'm going to just blend that in. Like, it just blends so fast. That added a little bit more coverage. Oh my gosh, look at that glow. It added a little bit more coverage, but not much. The more that it sits in my skin, the more that I really like it. Like, I really liked it when I applied it, but it looks even better like now that it's dried down. Okay, so for concealer is another NYX product, and it is the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. That's what that looks like. It's so cute. And I got this in the shade Mahogany. So we're gonna start on the left side and we're gonna use the beauty sponge. Ooh, okay. I think that's gonna be a good match. Okay. Okay, NYX. That literally blended out like a dream. I can still see some of my dark circles peeking through, but I'm not going to build it up just yet. I want to see if it's the concealer itself or is it the applicator I'm using, you know? So we're going to go with the same amount on the other side, and we're going to use the Nyx Beauty Concealer Brush. This is very creamy. I really like this. And I really like this color. Okay, right off the bat, I'm seeing more coverage with the brush. This is the side with the sponge, and this is the side with the brush. Can you tell? I'm going to build it up just so it can match. I really like that concealer. It blended out like a dream, and it's very creamy. We're going to start off with cream bronzer, and I have the Milani Supercharged Cheek and Lip Multistick. And this is in the shade 160 Bronze. I'm going to use this angled brush, and we're going to see the pigmentation is there. Quite will see it. I probably should have used a different brush. I'm not going to lie. Okay, but I can see it. I see it. Okay, see, yeah, that's a lot better. I feel like for bronzer, I would be more of a powder type girl. I feel like the more that I would use it though, I would get more used to it. It's very subtle. I feel like if I got, there was, I think, another darker shade. So if I feel like I got that one, then it would be more pigmented. But this is very natural, which I really like because I don't want anything too much. Ooh, I really like this actually. We're looking chiseled. Okay. So for cream blush, I have the Flawless IRL Blush by Sharon C. This is what they look like. Got these at Walmart. I didn't know what shade I wanted to use, so I got a little bit of a lighter one and a darker one. The darker one is in Obsessed, which I am obsessed. And then this one is in Audacity. I love the names on these. So we're going to do one on one side, one on the other. Pigmentation is there. Okay. So on the right side, we're going to use the darker one. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This is without and this is with. I really like that. I really like that. I'm going to build it up just a tiny bit. Just a little bit. All right. That is so pretty. It's like a toasted color. Now, if they made this in a powdered color, that would be a killer combo. I really love this. And look how it blended seamlessly. Like, it doesn't look like a streak on my face. It just looks like I blushed. I saw my crush and I was like, like, that's what it looks like to me. And that was in the shade Obsessed. So we're going to try Audacity. Yeah, Audacity on the other side. It's a bit lighter. So we'll see. It looks like it has a little bit of a shimmer in it. Okay, yeah. This one's going to be a lot lighter. I can already see. Can you see that? But it's still pretty. I love the way these blend. I'm living. And this also goes with the green because it's more of a pink. It's like a brighter pink, but still muted. So I really think it goes with my skin tone really well. Going to build her up just a little bit. Because this one's a little bit lighter, it doesn't show up as much on my skin tone. I don't know if you could tell on camera. I think I prefer this one. I love the undertone of this and how it's a little bit bronzy and a little bit toasty. This one is a little bit brighter. I don't even know if you could see it. It's lighter, so it's not showing up as much. So I feel like I would have to build this up. I think I'm obsessed with Obsessed. So I'm going to put more on this side just so we can match. It's so smooth, like over top that foundation. It's very smooth. For the powder, I'm going to use a beauty sponge. Maybe we can see what it looks like with the brush too. So we'll see. So now I'm just going to blend out my eye creases. For powder, I have the Collab. What's it called? I have the Collab Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder in the shade Cocoa/Truffle 1112. That's what the packaging looks like. That's the color. Hopefully it looks good. Y'all see that? That's what the color looks like. We're going to use the other side that doesn't have the foundation on it. And then I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. Oh, wow. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. Y'all see what I see. Y'all see it. Look at that. Wow. I love the shade of this. And it's so smooth. Oh my goodness. Wow. And it doesn't look too matte and it doesn't look dry. Oh, and it's soft too. I'm very shook right now. And I love this sponge. It fits perfectly. So now we're going to go in with the brush. Oh, wow. Did it give more coverage with the brush? I don't know. I think they both look good. I guess it just depends. I did tap it off on the back of my hand just to make sure I wasn't using too much. I think it looks very smooth. This side is with the brush and this side is with the sponge. Wow. I'm just going to use the rest of that to set down here. I really love this powder. I know y'all see how smooth. Look at that. I know you saw that shine go away. And I love that you can still see the blush. I love that. So I really love this brush. I love how big it is. Wow, look at that. Look at the difference. Yep, I love this powder. And it's so smooth. It doesn't feel dry at all, and my face doesn't look dry. It doesn't look dry, it doesn't look patchy. I don't look cracked, I don't look dehydrated. You can still see some shine, some glowiness coming through. To set even further and just really smooth me out, and also I wanted to try this powder. I have the Collab Kill the Shine Pressed Powder in Cocoa Truffle, and it is a compact. I love pressed powder, anything setting powder, finishing powder. So we're going to use that same Anissa Beauty powder brush or highlight brush. Oh, this does look a little bit darker than the other one, but oh my goodness. Smoothing, we love that. It's like it disappears into my skin. It looks so smooth. I don't know if you can see, it looks darker actually, but it does smooth me out. It just, can you see on my nose how dark it looks in the center? That was the powder. I don't like that. I love how smooth it is. I don't know where I left off because my battery died, but I think I like the loose powder better than the pressed powder because I feel like it darkened it. And it was smoothing, but it wasn't as smoothing and natural looking as this. But I might have to try it by itself. So for a highlighter and powder bronzer and contour, all that stuff, I have the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. That's what that looks like. So pretty. Got this off Amazon, but I know that you can find this brand at Target. And I've seen this at Target too. And they have a cream version of this too. So I might have to get it. And that's what she looks like on the inside. I'm glad that they told you also like what each one does, because I don't know what this middle shade is supposed to do for me, you know? And it's supposed to sculpt, but it just looks like something I would put on my under eyes to brighten a little bit, or eyeshadow or something, I don't know. But the contour shade, I'm gonna just place where I put the bronzer. Ooh, pigmentation. Oh wow, that was smooth. Okay, that was a lot. You see that? Look how pigmented that is. This is very pretty. I really like this. I'm just going to go back in with that foundation brush and blend this out because we don't want to look crazy. Am I going to use the sculpting one? We're going to try. Let me see the color first. Look how light that is. Like, let me put it on the forehead. I actually like this. Now it says you're also supposed to apply this sculpting shade on the brow bone. Don't really see a difference. It's like it's morphing into my skin. You see how it just morphs into the skin? I'm not really seeing a difference with that one. I did with the bronzer, but maybe you have to build it up or it's supposed to be subtle. I don't know. So we'll come back to that palette in just a second. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with the blush. I have this black Radiance blush in the shade Toasted Almond. And that's what that one looks like. Look how beautiful it looks. And I thought it went so well with this cream blush. So let's see what this blush looks like. Yes. Immediately, yes. Immediately, freaking yes. I love this. I had a feeling I was gonna like the color because it's similar to the Uoma Beauty one or the Uoma by Sharon C. But the formula itself, it's so smoothing. The color, the pigmentation, it just makes you feel very pretty. So I'm going to go in with this highlighter in the palette. I swatched it. It doesn't seem as smooth, so we'll see. Oh, okay. I see it now. Ooh, yes. It looks better than the swatch. That's why I can't really judge by swatches. She had me for a second there when I swatched it yesterday. But she was like, I got you, girl. You don't gotta worry. But I have some lip products. So these two I've never tried. And one is the Milani Lipstick. I don't know what it's called exactly. But of course I'll leave a link to it down below. And this one is in the shade Desire. That's what it looks like. Don't know if it's gonna match. But it's like, it's giving like toasty a little bit. Like a little bit. Like, look at that, just a little bit. And I have this NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Cocoa. That's what that looks like. So we'll have to see if these go together. When you think of Cocoa, what do you think of? Because I don't think of this color. This is very creamy. Oh my goodness. This would be a very pretty shade, like all by itself. You just fill your lips in. Okay, listen, hear me out. I don't know if it goes with this makeup. Either way, I love this color. This formula is amazing. I've heard amazing things about these. I forget what they're called, honestly. I wonder how it would look with a brown lip liner. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Because I normally pair almost all my lip products with a brown lip liner, so I want to see how it looks. I think I like it better. Yeah, with this lip liner, with like a brown lip liner. But I have this new setting spray from Makeup Revolution. Child, this thing was $15, I think. Like, oh my goodness. It is the Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray. So it's be ultra matte finish with aloe and vitamin E. Goodness. Trying to make sure I got every place. I literally just shot that in my ear. Okay, so we're all done. So I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll come back with some speed reviews. It doesn't look super matte. I'm not mad at it, but it's not giving ultra matte. Speed review time. Okay, so these three brushes from the Juicy Jazz collab. Really love this brush. This was a standout, the foundation brush. Blended out the foundation like a dream. You saw, okay, you saw what it did, the magic it performed. So I really love these three brushes. I'm glad that I got them. Now for the e.l.f. Total Sponge set. This one was my least favorite. I don't know. I think I love the way the triangle one blended out more than this one. I love this one. I love that it fits on the under eyes perfectly. If you, I don't know if you can find these individually. I know you can find something similar to this, the caramel concealer sponge, but I don't know about this one because I really like this one. So I urge you to try this thing out. Now to the other thing that wasn't my favorite, this collab pressed powder. Now, I don't know. It just seemed like it darkened my foundation a lot, so I might have to use this with something else. I don't know. When I get tanner, I don't know, but it really was smooth, but it wasn't a standout product like the powder, like the loose powder was. Now, this Ulta Beauty Maximum Lashes mascara, it wasn't a bad product by any means, but I just feel like I can get this with my Essence one, which is like $5. It does make my lashes stick together just a little bit. I think I like it for the top lashes way more than the bottom lashes. With a lot of products that I test out, I will use it more than once, and then we can see how I truly feel. Yeah, I can't multitask. Like, I'm trying to talk and do this, it's not working. This NYX Bear With Me Blur Tint Foundation, really like so smoothing. It just made my skin look so beautiful, airbrush. And it does say, I think it does say soft matte. It says soft matte somewhere. Yeah, medium coverage matte blurred finish. I really love this foundation. I just need to get maybe a lighter shade. We'll have to see. I have to go back and see. Another win for me, the e.l.f. Woah Glow. I was scared for a second because of the tint. But it blended out amazingly. I love how it made my skin look. It made me just look healthy. Like, you know, I be drinking my water. I take care of my skin really well. That's what it made me look like, and I really love that. This was a win for me. e.l.f. stay killing it. They really do. So this matte eye primer. Okay, I'm feeling the packaging now. It feels like there's not a lot in here. But then again, I don't think you need a lot. I mean, it's an eye primer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think my eyeshadow does look very pigmented, but that could just be the eyeshadow, you know? I don't normally use eye primers, but this one is a good one to pick up. I haven't tried many eye primers, so I'm like, there could be better ones out there, but I really like this one. Let's talk about this eyeshadow palette. Y'all, living for it. Look at this. Such a beauty. But I really like this, and the pigmentation was there. It just looks so beautiful, and I love these tones of green. They're very wearable. Yes, we love Juvia's Place. This lip oil, Milani Lip Oil. I love this oil. It makes my lips feel so good. It makes them look plump. Okay, I love that. These lashes, okay, at first I was a little bit iffy about them, but I really like, the more that I'm looking at myself, I really like these, and I love, like I said, how they're tapered. So I would wear this not with this bold eye look. I would wear something a little bit more toned down. So this Supercharged Cheek and Lip Multistick by Milani, I really love. It's very creamy, it's very natural. This NYX Retractable Lip Liner, I've never tried this before. I've only tried their wooden lip liners. Really love this. So creamy. Like, when I even put my lips together, it blended out so beautifully, but it was still like a visible line there. I love that. I feel like you can wear this on its own and top it with a gloss. This color is so beautiful. Now this Milani lipstick, when I tell you this thing glided on, okay, she glided on. Look how beautiful she looks. These Uoma by Sharon C blushes. These are absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I Obsessed is my favorite. It's just so pretty. Another blush that I really like that's super pigmented, as you can see, is the Black Radiance blush, and this one again is in Toasted Almond. It really gives that toasted look. Like, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. And then the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer. Wow. Yo, this blended like it was nothing. Like, it just morphed into my skin. Like, and topped with that collab powder. Like, it was just so smooth and beautiful. Like, I really love like this trio right here. Yes, Black Radiance Contour Palette. I really love this. I was unsure at first because you already know I don't know what I'm doing, but I really love this palette. I love that you get a 3-in-1. I love the highlighter. Like, look at that. This Makeup Revolution mister spray, I love the mister. It does have a smell to it, but the smell doesn't bother my nose, but I don't know about my skin, so we'll have to check and see. I don't see any splotches anywhere. It looks smooth. This was a successful first impressions. Of course, there was 2 things I didn't like, but I think the look turned out well. So I hope that you enjoyed that video. You already know I'm sending so much love and positivity your way. I hope your week has not been too hard on you. So I will see you in the next video. Bye!